Hey. So, as of right now, I am waiting to board my flight to go to St. John's. I'm in Halifax, Stanford Airport, speaking very quietly because it's incredibly quiet right here. But I'm super excited because of the Sons of an Eastern Moon show that is coming up very soon. So, stay tuned because I'm sure that this is going to be quite interesting. Alright. Just got in St. John's, rented a fucking car, ready for the weekend, buddy. Alright, so here I am staying at Corey Fagan's place. I'm gonna go downstairs, see where the magic happens, according to him. And here it is. Electric drum set. What in the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do with that. You're just gonna have to try your best.
I'm making a little vlog out of this whole trip, by the way, so don't be freaked out if I got a camera going.
Yeah, that's not funny.
That's fucking sick. I like that. What is that, what is the chapter referring to?
Black Label Society.
Oh, okay.
We went and seen him in Halifax. Fuck, I don't even know what year that was. And, man, it had to be like 10 years ago probably or more. And we painted it up and we went front row and had it up there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then at the end, he come over and picked it up and held it up. And in Nova Scotia. So it was literally put his autograph by Black Label Society on top.
Oh, yes, bud. It's fucking sick.
And it's the band 2 Cent put it along the bottom.
Guardians of the sky. Guardians of the sky. Guardians of the sky. Guardians of the sky.
Okay, so let's turn this down a little bit. Yeah, that's better. What's playing in the background right now is the number 12 Looks Like You, their newest album, Wild Gods, which is actually really, really fucking sick. I'm up here at the top of Signal Hill just for something to do, you know, being back in St. John's again, this time by myself without Erin being here. It's interesting, you know. I would much rather her be here than be here by myself, but of course there's Signal Hill up there, the ocean, the good old Atlantic, the North Atlantic, and there's the city. Nothing new to most of the people who are probably watching this, in all honesty, but I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, like I've mentioned a couple times already, I'm playing with Sons of an Eastern Moon This is the 20th. Yeah, so tomorrow night at Treble Lounge is gonna be fucking sick. We jammed last night, practicing Guardians of Asgard, a song I'm gonna be doing with them, and it was fucking sick. I've just been kind of wandering around St. John's today with like no real clear goal in mind. I went to Fred's Records earlier though, and I just came from there, and I bought some pretty cool stuff, some pretty cool local stuff that I'll show you right now. So first off, we have this split between Reckoning Force and Word on the Street. Now, Word on the Street is from Halifax, Reckoning Force, they're from here. And according to the guy who sold it to me, they're kind of like D-beat sort of stuff. Never heard of them before, strangely enough, but I'm excited to check that one out. Then I have New Flesh. Great fucking grindcore and power violence band from St. John's. They're split with the Mighty Atom, who I think is either from Nova Scotia or from PEI. I'm not entirely sure. But I actually know this album. It's really good. I would highly recommend it. Then we got... what else do we get here? Okay. This is not a local band. They're from Montreal. Isfin. Yeah. I've seen this album so many goddamn times at Fred's Records and always wanted to buy it, and I finally caved in this time. I think it's a self-titled record. There's 7 tracks, but these guys are really good eclectic black metal from Montreal. I actually was hoping to play a show with them at some point as Mistwalker. Hasn't happened yet, but you know, there's always room for the future. And then of course an album, I guess an EP rather, that I really for a second there I thought that guy over there had a gun in his hand. But it turns out that they're just wearing camo pants. Oops. But, yeah, so this is Nightscapes from Dark Era. It's really a single, I guess, or an EP. It's really short. I mean, it's a one... What I mean by that is it's a one track. Like, there's only one song on there, but it's like 9 minutes long. So you can kind of, you know, choose what you actually want to call it. Like, I'd prefer to call it a single because it is one song, but the length kind of lends it to being an EP. So, depends on who you ask. I also got a few other goodies. I went into Invasion, because unfortunately Invasion is closing down literally 3 days from now, and I wanted to go there and just have one last look around. I wanted to go there because they sold the Merbuys calendars when I was here last summer, and Aaron really wanted one, but we couldn't afford it at the time. So I went in there hoping to get one, but they didn't have it. However, Kyle Callahan, one of the guys that owns the store, told me that Hempware has it. So I went up to the store, up the road to Hempware, and they do indeed have it. Look at that, Merbuys 2020 calendar. And the cool thing about this is that all of the proceeds from this will go to support organizations like Planned Parenthood Newfoundland, and they've also awarded 2 community grants of $2,500. One to Home Again Furniture Bank, which will receive a grant to help them fuel their furniture delivery trucks, and SPCA St. John's. So it's going to support some really great charities and organizations here in the province. And just as a little tidbit of information, I'm pretty sure, but don't quote me on this, I'm like, actually I don't really know now that I'm looking at them. It's kind of hard to tell. I think that's Ken Power. I really don't know. It's hard for me to tell, but I'm like pretty sure that's Ken Power. Could be wrong though. But yeah, I'm sure Aaron will be very happy to receive that calendar. And I did actually get a few things from Invasion because myself and Aaron have been watching X-Files as of late. The first time I'd ever watched the show, and I'm really loving it. So I went into Invasion and I saw these stickers. So I immediately got one for myself and one for her because her, she being a welder, she's actually in school for welding right now. She has her own welding mask and she's covering it in stickers, so I'm sure that she'll appreciate these. I also got a Nuka-Cola sticker from Fallout, of course, And when I went to Fred's, I got a couple Fred's record stickers as well. Just, you know, supporting the local businesses. You got to do it. And then besides that, I also decided to go to Downtown Comics because I haven't read comics in years. And if I'm going to support anything, I want to support local. So I bought the first 4 issues of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. Because I'm kind of a basic bitch, in case you haven't learned that already. But there's that one. I got the other 3 here, but I'll show you later on when I'm not in a car and kind of fumbling around while holding a camera with one hand and trying to do everything else with the other. But yeah, so that's what I've done so far today. December 20th, 2019, Christmas vacation, St. John's. So I just want to point out the fact that this used to be a school and now it's completely demolished. Okay, so I also wanted to point out that you know you're living in 2019 when your car that you're renting doesn't even have a CD deck. What is this shit? We are in the future. At least it has Bluetooth though. Chris already said that he was going to make himself look like a complete piece of shit, so preemptive warning.
Hi Aaron, I gotta make this place soon, so it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to meet you on the channel. It's gonna be great.
And here I am with my old buddy, Christopher fucking Crane. AKA the Forest Wanderer himself, trying to get this old beat up fucking amp to work.
A little bit drunk, not gonna lie. It's probably gonna be a little bit of a task, so I know to mess around with this for a little while. Fuck.
FYI, the story behind this amp is that this amp was given to Chris by a guy who was throwing it out on the side of the road, and he kicked it, which is why it's buzzing so fucking much.
Both of us. So we're recording on both sides.
Alright, you ready for this?
Just go nuts.
Christopher Crane is a giant nerd.
Fuck off.
Sick. Classic. It's a cold ass day in St. John's. Fucking snowing like shit. Up here on the deck. Getting ready for Sons of an Eastern Moon, Pagan Fest 2019. Tonight. Gonna be sick. So I've been in Glovertown now for 2 days. Yeah, I was here all day yesterday and then the day today as well, so I guess that's 2 days. And one thing that really strikes me about being back here again, especially by myself and especially without Aaron here, is how just fucking boring this place is. Like, oh my god, I just feel like I have nothing to do, like, really. I mean, you know, obviously I have like my drum set over there, I have my guitars and stuff, and, you know, I've been recording a bit the last day or so. I just put out a new EP, actually, for my hardcore project called God Damn It. The EP is called Dreaming of a Green Christmas, so you can check that out if you're interested. But yeah, aside from that, I just feel so trapped. And it really reminds me of why living in Montreal is so great, because out here, like, oh god, I just feel like there's nothing to do. Like, I really wish that I was either still in St. John's right now or back in Montreal. That's really about it. Well, I guess it's only a couple more days and then I'm flying back, so I guess I'll just have to stick it out until then. But if there's ever any doubt that Glovertown is boring, don't test it out for yourself. A 10-4. And that song is going to be called Fuck Your Plastic Tree.
So this is fucking winter in Newfoundland. Bond that there's frozen, but I ain't going over it. Not yet. Here in my dad's VK540. Skidoo's been in the family for almost 20 years. Well, probably longer than that actually. But oh man, I'd love to record myself driving this thing, this old ass thing, but unfortunately I don't have a GoPro. Now that's something that I would love to have, perhaps an investment for the future. Dad got the quad stuck, as you can tell. Hey! Victory. I'll show it to Aaron. Because we only came out here in boat. Aaron. Because Aaron, my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because we only came out here in boat. We never actually landed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Needs work.
Yeah.
I love them.
No doubt.
Yeah, they're boards.
Yeah. I remember when that happened.
There's the doors there.
Yeah.
Crap to get into the dome. Job duplex, Joe.
Yeah.
Mine's in there. It's no big deal here.
No. Especially when the road is there now.
Yes.
Just makes it a lot easier.
You want to look? You take a picture of that door, is you? I think we need another door. I think the door is completely gone, yeah.
Yeah.
No time to fix it.
So, Newfoundland vacation, December 2019 is just about finished. I'm going back to Montreal tomorrow. The entire time that I have been out in Glovertown, it has just been snowing and snowing and snowing, and I haven't been able to drive anywhere because the highways have been awful. So I intended to do a lot more interesting stuff. Like I wanted to go to like the old sawmill and show you guys that stuff, and you know, maybe do some other cool things, but you know, there's only so much you can do when the weather doesn't cooperate. So heading back to Montreal tomorrow. Excited to go back and be with Aaron, of course, and to get back on the grind with all the stuff that we got to do. But next time that I come to Newfoundland, I have a lot of ideas for stuff that I am planning for the future, for 2020, for 2021 especially. So a lot of cool things in the works. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I also hope that you enjoyed the new Goddammit EP, Dreaming of a Green Christmas. It's definitely out by the time this video is going out because it's already out as of me filming this. So until then, see you later.